Hi, I'm Dave Palmer here with PT Coupling, and I'm here to demonstrate the new PT Chem System, a stainless steel pumping systems for the loading and unloading of various chemicals and corrosive products. This system is designed around a four-way valve concept, which is, it has a neutral position. So anytime you go to engage the PTO of the truck, the driver is feet on the street controlling his liquids. So they can simply hook up their hoses to a standard procedure that's the company's policy on hose hookups, validate their tank connections, validate their grounding cable, validate their vapor opening lines, and once they've got their standard procedures done, they step over to the pump systems. They would open their cam locks, connect their hoses, open the product valves. At this point, you can engage the PTO. So the PTO is done off the side of the cab of the truck. We engage the PTO, the pump's in full functioning operation. You always start in neutral position. So they start in neutral. They're going to load their truck or they're going to unload their tank. So the process takes off. 1 gallon a minute. They check their line pressure with their fingers. It's called the two-finger policy. You grab this handle, if you start to push it over and it takes harder than 2 fingers to push it, there's a closed valve. Many times it's the valve of the tank they're loading into. So they would open that valve, they would come back here and again address this. It's called a tactile feedback. So you'll push this handle over 1 gallon a minute, 2 minutes to 140 gallons a minute. And at any time during this unloading, they can pull it back to the neutral position or pull it completely over into reversing the flow and pull from that tank. So it's similar to a motorboat throttle. Full volume one direction, full volume the other direction, and a tactile response if there's a closed valve. That right there is one of the biggest safety features of this new PT Chem system. Some other features and benefits are, it's got a drain valve on the bottom or also a sample valve. So anytime that the person's loading, if someone wants to pull a sample while they're loading, this is the pressure port of this system. They simply push this handle in and the sample can be taken out. It also has a dual purpose. So at the end of the load, they can turn around, close their valves while the pump is running. It's in a neutral position, so it's just circulating either direction. Put a little tactile feedback on it, you'll build up 4 or 5 psi. Open this valve and you can completely purge the pump system. This works as 2 bonuses. First bonus is, if it's freezing weather, the pump is mounted in the upside down position, so it 100% drains. So they can pull all the liquid out of the pump, so at nighttime when the pump freezes, in the morning they don't have to worry about locking the pump up and damaging the PTO and drive shaft. 2, it's just to pull samples from. So in both these cases, they've got a pump system that's completely cleanable, bidirectional, relief valve in both directions of flow. They can pump on, they can pump off, while the pump runs in 1 rotation and 1 speed. This is another product by PT Coupling, made in the USA. Thank you for your time.